Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we will be talking about adaptation news. My last adaptation news video was in April of 2023. It has almost been an entire year since I've talked about new book adaptation news. I think I was going to do one shortly after April, but then I think the writers and actors strikes happened, so then it just didn't feel right to talk about news. And I was going to do this video in December, but I kind of just ran out of time. And I'm now going to talk about all of the news that I am interested in or that I want to share that has happened since last April, I guess. Since April, I haven't really been keeping up with everything, so there might be a few things that I have missed, but I will talk about it in the next one. I am hoping to do these videos every couple of months. I know I said that last time, but I do really want to try to keep up with these videos. I was thinking about bringing my on topic videos back, which I asked you guys in a community post if you would want those videos back. I am thinking about it. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do them just because it is a lot of work and I don't love to fully keep up with all the news. It's just very overwhelming, so I don't know if I really want to do my on-topic videos again, but I am floating with the idea. It might be a thing I do maybe like every 2 months or something. I don't know yet. Just be patient while I decide or figure out if I want to bring back my on-topic videos. Obviously, this is just where I talk about certain adaptation news, and I just kind of talk about adaptation news that I'm interested in or that I want to talk about, share with you guys, discuss. Obviously, these are all of my own opinions aside from the actual news that is fact. Everything else is just my opinion and how I feel about certain things. I'll link my last adaptation news video down below, as well as a playlist for all of my on-topic videos. And of course, I will link every single source down below. So I think they're pretty much all TV shows. I have like one movie update, and then of course I will end the video with passionflix related news. I do want to remind you a lot of this news is very old because I obviously haven't done this video since April, so I'm sure you have heard about all of these, but I just wanted to let you know if you didn't know and just give kind of my small opinions and feelings about these possible adaptations. So the first one we have is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto will become a TV show. There's not much news about this, just that it will be a TV series by Universal International Studios, which I guess is a division of Universal Studio Group. There's no other details about this as of right now, just that it will become a TV show, which I am excited about. I would love for more romance books to become TV shows, even though I do love movies. I think TV shows are more fun. It also gives more of an opportunity for the story to be 100% accurate and like an actual full adaptation. I haven't read this book yet, but I've heard wonderful things about it and I am very excited to read it, and I will probably watch the TV show if it ever does happen. Next adaptation we have is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This will become a TV show at Peacock. There's a little bit of info about this already. So Malcolm D. Lee will direct and produce the show. John Legend is actually also a producer on the show, as well as Kennedy Ryan herself. Because obviously they already have a director and producers attached, my assumption is that they are probably currently looking for a head writer, showrunner, and writers. This was announced almost a year ago at the end of April of last year, so there might be more updates coming soon. I'm not really sure, but I haven't read this yet. Sadly, I have not read this book yet. I have read a couple of Kennedy Ryan's and I have enjoyed them, so I know I will enjoy this, and I think it will be probably a really good TV show, so I need to read this as soon as possible. I also just forgot that I should move over for the pictures here. It's obviously been way too long since I've done this type of video. I forget what to do. The next TV show we have is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. This is going to be a TV show with Amazon. Amy Rardin will adapt and act as the showrunner for the TV show. So she is the head writer, I'm assuming. and probably writing the pilot. Amy has worked on Echo, which is a Disney Plus show, I do believe. She co-created the Charmed reboot show and worked on Jane the Virgin. So she has a lot of experience with TV shows. I didn't love the book. I think I gave the book like 3 stars, but I feel like it could make a decent TV show. I feel like it could be really fun. It could give similar vibes to Virgin River, which is on Netflix, which is kind of like a small town romance show with like a bit of mystery aspects, kind of. I probably will end up watching the show. I don't hate the book, so I feel like I could probably enjoy it more as a TV show than a book. I haven't read the other books in the series, and I'm assuming those will be adapted as well if the show is successful with the first season. But I'm also wondering if they would decide to just interconnect all of the storylines together. But then again, I haven't read the second or third book, so I don't know if that would even work with the storylines. But regardless, I think this is very interesting news because I never really saw that this book was that popular to become a TV show. But I'll probably end up watching it. The last 2 TV show related news I don't think I've talked about. I might have talked about one of them, but it's more so just like my opinions about these TV shows. But the first one is a Harry Potter TV show reboot at HBO Max. I believe there was some news about this the other day. I think they are currently looking for a showrunner and a head writer. I think they almost may have found their head writer. I saw an article about that a couple days ago, I think. But it does seem like they are very on board to create this TV show as fast as they can. I feel like HBO is that one network where they are very intentional with their projects. If they announce a project, they are going to work on it. So it's only a matter of time before we see casting news for the show. I don't know how I feel about this TV show news, to be honest. I loved the movies. I grew up with the movies. They are very nostalgic to me. I rewatch them all of the time. And I read the books for the very first time last year and I had a blast. It was so fun. But I have such a deep connection to the movies. I love the movies so much. They are literally everything to me. And they are also just so iconic that it is so hard to imagine a TV show version with new actors, like new sets, and I don't know, it's just going to be different. It's going to feel very different. I'm not completely opposed to the TV show per se, but it's just going to be really hard to not compare it to the movies and to let it kind of stand on its own. I read somewhere that I think they have plans to do like 10 seasons and that they would dedicate at least 1 season per book, which does mean that it could be a very faithful adaptation. It does seem like they really want to incorporate everything from the books, which would be interesting and definitely something I could watch. I feel like I would wait until a trailer comes out to decide whether I want to watch it or not. But I feel like there could have been so many other stories that they could have done instead. Like instead of doing a reboot, they could have done something else in the same world, if that makes sense. They could have maybe just like created something new or something like that. I don't know how I feel about this reboot, honestly. And then of course we have the Twilight TV show reboot. There is literally like no news about this. It was just announced that Lionsgate is interested in wanting to reboot this as a TV show. It is in very early development. I don't even know if they have like talks about writers or anything like that. So far, the only articles I could find were just saying that Lionsgate wanted to reboot this as a TV show. I love the books. I love the movies. The movies are very iconic. I would probably end up watching it, to be quite honest. I probably would watch a TV show of Twilight, but at the same time, I don't think it will beat the movies. Like, the movies are just it. And how can you recreate something so iconic? It would be interesting to get more backstory on the characters and see all of the characters have more backstory and more life to them, I guess. But at the same time, we don't need a reboot of Twilight. Same with Harry Potter. Like, we don't need that reboot. I understand them wanting to make money. I understand them wanting to have more success. I feel like the days of huge franchises is kind of settling down, and I feel like that's why Lionsgate and HBO Max are wanting to move more into TV shows and trying to revive them, because I feel like if they tried to do a movie version of Twilight, like a reboot movie version of Twilight, it would not work. Like, that would immediately fail. But I feel like they probably would have more of a chance at success with a TV show reboot, if that makes any sense. I just can't imagine anybody else as Bella and Edward. Very interesting to see two huge franchises become possible TV shows. The only movie news I have aside from passionflix is about the My Fault series. I don't know what the series is called in English. The name for the series I'll put on the screen because I will totally butcher that, but they have officially finished filming the second movie, which is Your Fault, and I believe in Spanish it is Culpa Tuya? Tuya, I think. But the second movie is officially done filming. I think they finished like 2 weeks ago maybe, because obviously not to compare them to Through My Window, but Through My Window filmed the second and third one back to back. So that's kind of what I was thinking that they would do with this series, but I don't think they filmed the third one. I don't even know if it was announced that they were going to do 3 movies, but there are 3 books. But regardless, the second movie is officially done filming, and I'm assuming that we will get the movie in the summer or early fall. I feel like Amazon has a pretty fast turnaround for their movies, so we could get it in the summer, which could be really fun. Another summer release. I haven't read the second or third book, so I don't really know what to expect for the next movie. And I don't think I'm going to read the next books. I don't really care that much about reading the books. I would rather just stick with the movies and watch the movies. There is also a part of me that just doesn't want to get my hopes up and get too excited about the second movie just to be disappointed, like I was with Through My Window and that franchise. I loved the first movie, hated the second one. So I don't want to repeat that. I don't want to be super disappointed and upset with the second movie. So I'm kind of just staying away from any news, any details about the movies or the books. I just want to wait and watch the movie. I know that they casted a bunch of other characters, I think like 3 or 4 extra characters. So I'm assuming there might be some sort of like love triangle situation happening, or maybe just a bigger friend group. I have no idea, but I am excited regardless. I really am excited to watch the second movie, and hopefully we will get it very, very soon. I also do want to say it has been difficult to keep up with all of the news because a lot of it is in Spanish and I don't know Spanish at all. So that is partly why I don't really know what's going on, because I don't understand half of what is happening. But I will watch the movie whenever it comes out, and I probably will do a trailer reaction whenever we get a trailer for the movie. And finally, we have all of the passionflix news. There isn't really a lot. Obviously, passionflix just finished Gabriel's Redemption not too long ago. They finished the entire Gabriel's Inferno franchise series. There is still no word whether they will do Gabriel's Promise. That is technically the 4th book in the series. Honestly, in a perfect world, in an ideal world, my dream is that they do Gabriel's Promise in like 5 years. I think that would be really fun to just kind of reunite the actors, reunite all the characters in 5 years. That would be fun to go back and do Gabriel's Promise and watch all of that. But I do think that they need to take a break and not jump the gun and do Gabriel's Promise if they want to do it. I know they have teased it over the years that they thought about doing it, so I don't know if they ever will, but I do feel like they could do it in a couple of years. So we'll wait and see if that happens, but regardless, they are technically finished with the Gabriel's Inferno series. Passionflix has been teasing their newest movie, which will be Wallbanger by Alice Clayton. They are, to my knowledge, currently editing the movie. They have announced that the movie will be out spring, March, April, May, any time in there. I do believe that we will see the Wallbanger movie. I will be doing a video on this because it has been years since I've read the book. I don't remember anything about the book. and I am actually interested in the movie. It does seem really good. They also have a pretty stacked cast. Like, a lot of the actors that they casted are actors who have been in not mainstream, but like have been in other things on like notable networks. Like, I'm pretty sure the main actress in here starred on a TV show on Stars. So like, they haven't casted nobodies, but they have casted like lesser known people, obviously. But I'm very excited. I feel like it's going to be really fun, and I'm hoping it'll be one of their better adaptations. I might actually react to the trailer whenever they put that out, because I feel like that could be really fun. But yeah, I'm definitely very excited to do this video and reread the book and watch the movie. Like I said, I haven't really been fully keeping up with news in general, so I've kind of been slacking on my passionflix news, but I think they did announce 2 books that they have optioned. So the first one is One Moment Please by Amy Dawes. This is technically the 3rd book in the Wait With Me series. I haven't read this book. I've only read the first one, which was Wait With Me, which passionflix did do a movie on, and I somewhat enjoyed that movie. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But it is interesting how they're not going to do the 2nd book and they're just going to skip to the 3rd book. I am not surprised that they decided to do another Amy Dawes. I think they had a very good experience working on her first book and working with her and stuff. So I'm not surprised that they have decided to do another one. Let me know if you have read this book and what you think about it, and what you think about its becoming a possible passionflix movie. And then the more recent book that passionflix has optioned is The Highland Fling by Megan Quinn. I have not read this book, but I have read a couple of Megan Quinn's, and some of her books I've loved, some of them I haven't loved. We'll see again whenever they get around to this one whether I want to read the book and watch the movie. I don't know if this book is really that popular. I haven't seen it anywhere aside from Megan Quinn's like socials and stuff, because obviously I follow her and I do remember her promoting this book a couple years ago, but is it really that popular? I don't think I've seen it on like Book Talk or anything like that. So it's kind of interesting that they decided to do this one and not a Not So Meet Cute, because that one I know blew up on TikTok. So it's interesting that they decided to go with this one. Again, let me know if you've read this one and what you think about it. So as of right now, that is all of the adaptation news that I had to talk about today. Again, I'm sure there's some that I missed, but you can feel free to let me know down below. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any news about the Marked Men movie that is supposed to come out any day now. It literally said early 2024. So maybe March, April is when we could probably see that movie coming out. So that'll be interesting. And obviously we have the 3rd Through My Window movie that is coming out on the 23rd. I'm not going to do a video on that just because I kind of just want to watch it by myself and not have to make a video on that. I also have a feeling I probably won't love it anyways. So I kind of just don't want to make another negative video about that series. But yeah, let me know all of your thoughts on all the news that I shared and any other adaptation news that you think I missed and you want to share with me. Please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!